Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. When I tell you I want to pull my hair out, okay, because my camera was just not working with me. My ring light was not working with me, but I said, nah, we're going to get through this reading, okay? So I'm getting ready to do one on The Weeknd and Bella Hadid, okay? For those that don't know, Bella Hadid and The Weeknd, they dated for years. I don't think they've been together now for maybe a couple years. Don't quote me on that. But I wanted to see the energy around them, like what may have caused the breakup. Could there possibly be a future for the two of them? Just XYZ. So before my camera messed up, I, of course, was able to pull out these cards. Here is going to be Bella's side. This side here is going to be The Weeknd. We have the overall here in the middle, and we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So I'm going to show you each card, but let's go ahead and get started. So the overall for this couple, this former couple, is the Ace of Wands in the reverse, okay? Ace of Wands in the reverse is all about alterations. It's all about change. It's all about unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart. So I do believe that somebody in this relationship may have had a false heart, or it doesn't necessarily mean that they had a false heart, but somebody could have perceived somebody as not really being who they were throughout the relationship. So somebody definitely could have felt this energy. Also, there was instability here. Instability could mean that the two of them, it was like when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. When I can see you, I can see you. When I can't, I can't. So too much distance sometimes can be a bad thing. So that is where the clouded joy comes in at. It's like, oh my God, I love this relationship. But why does it always seem clouded in instability? Okay, so this is something that could have definitely happened with this relationship. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you also have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so when the Seven of Wands comes out, again, this is more confirmation of a possibility of these two having instability in a relationship that could have led to the ending of it, okay? Seven of Wands in the reverse is also about hesitancy. Like if you wait too long to do something, it'll cause a loss. There could have been separation. Of course, everything here is alleged because we are dealing with celebrities, but that information is in the beginning of the video, because tarot is for entertainment purposes only. But there was definitely a lot of uncertainty about the future of this relationship. It could be that one person may have wanted the bells and whistles. They wanted the white picket fence, the children, marriage. The other person may have been like, no, I still got some living to do. Okay. So they may have been acting like a king or a queen of pentacles, meaning that they were like, oh yeah, I'm going to give you this stability. But behind their back, they had their fingers crossed, basically like, oh, I'm in this for right now, but I'm gonna just let you know the future between us don't look so bright. I'm just saying. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bella's side, okay? So let me tell you, Bella initially saw The Weeknd as her King of Pentacles and her King of Swords. Keep in mind, he is an Aquarius from what I was looking at. And what I'm looking at is that from the internet, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Bella Hadid is an air sign, even though she gives me a lot of Queen of Pentacles energy. And the reason why she gives that is because, if I'm not mistaken, she has a lot of Virgo in her chart. So she definitely comes off either as a Queen of Pentacles, or she could be the one that's coming up as the King of Coins, okay? Because it could be masculine or feminine. But long story short, she saw him as this king status, somebody that was that she felt was loyal, somebody that was reliable. She did see him as a marriage partner in the future. She felt like if she got with him, it would be a good investment in a relationship on a love level, but also on a financially secure level, because he's somebody that, for her, she feels like is good with money, XYZ. And also with this King of Swords energy that she saw it as, he's somebody that she really held him, okay? She really held The Weeknd in high regard. She saw him as the King of Swords, somebody of authority, somebody that she respected, somebody that is respected in his field, in entertainment. Like, he is respected in the music industry. The Weeknd is different. He stands out. If you don't know his music, you know his name, And the thing here is that from what I'm seeing on Bella's side, there is no future for the two of them on down the line, because you have the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. This is basically like the sword has come down, a decision has been made, and there's no going back from it, basically. She got to a point, I'm telling you, there's something that happened here, because we got embarrassment. Seven of Wands sometimes can mean embarrassment. And also the Ace of Swords in the reverse could mean embarrassment. So there may have been something that he has done allegedly, okay, to Bella that has embarrassed her. And she also has an energy of feeling like he self-destructed this relationship, meaning that he purposely did something to cloud. We're going back to that cloud energy, the outcome of this relationship. She does feel like he sabotaged it. Okay, there's something here that happened where she feels like he sabotaged it and caused some type of embarrassment. Whatever it was, she was upset about it. She went off about it, because the Ace of Swords in the reverse is also about somebody having a violent temper. So this was their obstacle in their relationship. This is what hindered their relationship, allegedly, is that the person she saw as her King of Swords, keep in mind, King of Swords energy is communication. He may have stopped communicating or communicating. You know how somebody does you when you kind of get a sense that they don't want you anymore? When they're low vibrating, they'll start distancing themselves by texting you instead of calling. Or if they do text you and you text like a whole paragraph, they text one word. It's things like that that she kind of started getting a sense. Or King of Swords energy. They, basically they were talking to you, but they were talking to you like, I feel like he tried to friend zone her. I'm getting a strong friend zone energy where he tried to friend zone her. And so she realized that she couldn't worry about everybody else anymore. Oh, hey, are you still talking to the Weeknd? Hey, how's everything going? Or you should try to do this with your relationship. She said, you know what? I got to make a decision and stick with it, because I'm not going to sit around allegedly and have somebody, play these head games with me, because we got a lot of swords on her side. And I'm not going to sit around and allow somebody to play games with me. I need to have some peace here, and I'm not getting peace. So she stood firm on her decision. I don't know if she ended this. I don't know if he ended it. But I do feel she felt the ending before it happened, and she was like, let me just go ahead and cut the cord, because see, I don't have time to play. I'm grown. So she cut it off, allegedly, on her end, and said, okay, if you acting like you want this to end, then I'm going to go ahead and give you what you want. And see, here's the thing. I'm telling you, I really do believe he vibrated from an emotional standpoint with Bella towards the end. Because the Weeknd, if I'm not mistaken, his moon he has a water moon, which is Scorpio. Scorpios can tend to be passive aggressive when they don't want to do something. I love my mom to death. And if she watches this video, she's probably going to call me on it. I love my mom to death, but she has a Scorpio sun, rising, moon, Venus. I think she may even have a Mars in Scorpio. So she's Scorpioed out, okay? She's Scorpioed out. And I love her to death, but she can be passive aggressive when she really doesn't want to do something. So it's kind of like she'll wait until you say it. And then she's like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll be a good idea. I'm telling you, I really believe he pulled his energy away from her, and he started allegedly being dishonest or being deceptive or double dealing, allegedly, and started distancing himself from her. Because again, the moon is the dark energy. This is more so like the secrets, things that are hidden, things that you don't see. And I do believe, allegedly, there were some things here in which he backed off. There could have been some other people around him, allegedly, because the moon card also speaks to deceit. It speaks to bad influences. It speaks to insincerity. But take away the possible third party energy. I truly feel for him. He started being insincere with her, and she picked up on that energy and was like, look, I don't need you pussyfooting around the fact that you don't want to be with me. We grown, so you're going to say what you want to say, and at the end of the day, we're done. Because she started to feel like the relationship allegedly was unrequited. Only one pouring out my cup, and you're drinking it. Because there's a hell of a lot of water over here, but there's only swords over here and maybe one wand, okay? So for that, what that means to me is this is allegedly somebody that was sucking up the other person's energy, because keep in mind, the moon card is taking advantage of a situation and allowing the other person to do the work. And I feel like this is where the instability came in the relationship. She started doing more work in this relationship than him. Let me tell you, I don't know these people, but this energy is flowing like this. Baby, this is about as clear and connected as I've ever been on a reading. So, you know, take it how you want to take this reading, but I just have a strong feeling that this is exactly how their relationship started to play out allegedly towards the end, okay? And slowly but surely, because it took her a while to get to this point, because one thing about Libras, if she is indeed a Libra, Libras, they are all about their scales, okay? They like their scales to be balanced. When it's like this, keep in mind, we're talking about an unrequited alleged relationship. They can't function in instability. They can't function when their scales are like this, where they're always giving, because eventually it takes a toll on them, because when they love hard. Same thing has to do here with that moon of his, that Scorpio moon. They love hard, but they can also stay in a situation even if they're not happy, and then they will start giving you dishonesty, allegedly. Not all Scorpio moons, and of course not all Libras, but stereotypically a Scorpio moon will hold in a lot of secrets. And I do believe he held in a lot about him not being happy, allegedly, and him needing, I don't know, I just feel like maybe there was a connection here, but it wasn't enough for him, is what I feel. And I feel like for her, it wasn't enough for her, because keep in mind, she wanted this relationship to work. I do believe she was the one that was at least trying to communicate, but he went quickly from a king in her eyes to a page of wands. Page of wands is it's like a little fiery message that the person may, you know, come in and I don't know. I kind of feel like in the end he was gaslighting her. Oh yeah. I still want to make this work. Oh yeah, you're still my girl. You know, you're the best I ever had, girl. Yeah, you my girl. But really, you're like, okay, this don't even sound right. I don't feel like this person is as faithful and loyal to me as they were in the beginning. I believe she had a lot of trust in him, and he was consistent with her at first. But eventually, like I said, he went from a king to a page. Or she may have felt like he was disguising his real feelings, and he really was a page from the beginning. Now, over here, like I said, he's coming in as the King of Cups. This is somebody that is in control of their emotions. But right next to that, we have this High Priestess in a reverse. I do feel like he may have had some doubts from the very beginning. Allegedly, he had some doubts from the very beginning. High Priestess in a reverse energy. This is somebody that kind of feels like they kept going back to a thing that wasn't working. Keep in mind, instability. He kept going back allegedly to a relationship that wasn't working and trying to make it work. Because keep in mind, an Aquarius is very stubborn. Scorpio is very stubborn. And both signs are very loyal to a fault. And I believe for him, he kept going back for the loyalty. But it was short-sightedness. Like he knew that it wasn't enough to keep him in the relationship, which is why it was always a back and forth. And I do feel a strong energy. The Weeknd, you have a strong energy that's coming through of somebody that's a people pleaser. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I just feel that. I feel that. I do also feel there's a lot of selfishness that went on. He could feel this way about her. He may feel that allegedly that Bella is very selfish. That could be something that turned him off. I still feel like he didn't communicate a lot to her. I feel that his emotions, him being a King of Cups, along with having that air sun, I feel like he really tried to control his emotions or control what he says. He did a lot of thinking before speaking. And because of this caused the instability, because I feel like every time she wanted to know something, he is coming off as the one that's the 7 of Wands in the reverse. The one that's hesitancy caused the loss. You still want to be with me? And he just wouldn't respond or say anything back, or he would give her half-truths, or he would gaslight her, basically, is what I'm getting. And then you also have, oh, baby, let me tell you something. I don't know these two relationships, but if you have the Moon card and the 3 of Cups in the reverse on your side, baby, he was entertaining other people, allegedly. Allegedly. He was entertaining other people, excessively entertaining other people. And this is, when I tell you, this is somebody that does something in excess. So if he wasn't having a lot of sex, he was indulging in other things. And we all know what those things are because he spoke very candidly about some things that he have dealt with in his life. And I do believe that when he does something, whew, he goes off the other end. Oh, it just came through. Ask me how I do it every day, I say often. Ask how many times she rode the wave, not so often. Oh my God, baby. When he goes in excess, sex, drugs, allegedly, money, alcohol, he goes off the deep end. He goes off the deep end. He really deep dives, jumps right in to all of the depths. Like, he has a lot of depth to him. I feel like this is somebody that has so many doors in his heart that you think you're in his heart, but over there or down the street and around the corner is how he really feels for you or how he feels for somebody else. And he compartmentalizes his emotions and his feelings. I'm sorry, his emotions and his words. This is somebody that's very calculating with their feelings and everything. He doesn't listen to his higher self a lot at all, allegedly. The Weeknd, sweetie. Trust your intuition. He has a hard time trusting his intuition, and that is why he always ends up in what appears to be codependent relationships where you can't let somebody go because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And I feel this is what it is. He didn't want to hurt, allegedly, Bella's feelings, and he led her on for a long time is what I'm seeing here, knowing that he had checked out a long time ago, allegedly, with 3 or more other women. Okay, 3 of Cups here. This is definitely the energy of third party. You have Libra here, Justice card. Here's the thing about it. He may have apologized to her at some point. He knows that he didn't treat her fairly. He knows that she was like his ride or die. But it was just the right woman, the wrong time. That is just basically what keeps coming through. He knows that she did right by him in that relationship. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if he apologized to her face to face, or he apologized in a song and he played it for her. And he said it in an interview. It's something there about, I know you were a good woman. I just wasn't allegedly the good man that you wanted me to be at that time, because I didn't even know who the hell I was, or I was so indulged in my negative side of who I am that you just basically took a seat, like in the back. I'm telling you, that was a lot of overindulgence, allegedly, when it comes to the Weeknd while he was entertaining Bella. Okay, give me more messages in regards to the Weeknd. Give me more messages in regards to the Weeknd and his relationship with Bella. Can you give me any energy for the Weeknd while he was with Bella? Wow, what did I tell you? Told y'all this relationship was toxic as hell. There was a lot of toxicity on his end. He wasn't done being in his devil energy at that time. And she just got caught in the crossfires. What did I tell you? Allegedly, okay? Strong allege. You have pop some pills. You put that as you may. We have the root chakra. I'm telling you, there was a lot of anxiety. I even said this from the beginning. 7 of Wands in the reverse is anxiety. I do believe he had a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. Could be fear of commitment. The Weeknd may allegedly have fear of commitment. And his chakras were not aligned. At least his root chakra wasn't aligned. The root chakra is the base of the spine. It's all about foundation and security. I'm telling you, she saw him as a King of Pentacles. He was looking for a way out. He just didn't want to hurt her feelings. You have July. There could have been a Cancer involved. There could have been a Leo involved at some point in this relationship. Or something significant could have happened in July when they were together. Or this could be future energy. You also have Get the Whipped Cream. You have obstacle. I told you there was obstacles in this relationship that kept it from moving forward. And I do have a strong feeling that there was some unrequited love, and there was also somebody having fear of commitment. You have, did you come? I don't know. Somebody may not have been that sexually satisfied, allegedly. You have void of feelings. What did I tell you? Void of feelings. I told you there's a lot of emotions on his side, King of Cups, but there's also the moon side. So that means there's a lot of things that allegedly the Weeknd kept from her that he didn't tell her, like, hey, I still got some living to do or some experimenting to do. I'm a bad boy masquerading as your King of Pentacles. I mean, it don't get any clearer than that. Let's get one more message. What did I tell you? I strongly feel there were issues with sobriety on the Weeknd's part, so he couldn't love her at that time the way she needed to be loved, because when you're deep diving into the Three of Cups energy, you are somebody that doesn't love yourself at the moment. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't poison yourself with medicines. You wouldn't poison yourself with drugs, alcohol. You wouldn't poison your body by sleeping around. You would treat your body as a temple, allegedly. And I feel like for him at that time, he wasn't treating himself, his body, as a temple. And she just got caught in the crossfire of it. Doesn't mean that she's innocent. Doesn't mean that she wasn't toxic as hell. Doesn't mean that she didn't have her ways about herself, okay? Because she's not perfect. But this is what I'm picking up right here, okay? It's saying to pull these cards here. Give me the most important messages. Give me the most important messages for the Weeknd and Bella. Most important messages for the Weeknd and Bella. What did I tell you? Shut the freak up. Shut the freak up. Man. Oh, I might do a part 2 because I want to close this one off in a minute. But if you guys want a part 2 on these two, I would love to do that. Okay, because we deep diving right now into this situation. What did I tell you? They were not equally yoked. She was looking for a steady King of Pentacles. He was looking to overindulge. You have feeling tied down or frustrated. I told you. He felt tied down. Like, oh my God, if I marry this girl, it's going to be ball and chain. Slowly but surely getting ahead. I do feel that this is Bella's energy. I told you it took her a long time to see the truth. But she's slowly but surely. And she's still dealing with it. I do still feel that there is still some type of resentment or embarrassment around that relationship and how it made her feel. You have new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Okay, I feel like this is both of their energy that they have moved on from this relationship and they're just trying to focus on them. You have successful outcome to your problems. You have dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. And you also have new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. When I tell you, that's the Sun card energy. That's somebody that's being happy. I do feel like this is the Weeknd, dark man and the sun. I believe that he went through a very dark period. I do feel like he went through a phoenix rising after this relationship. Doesn't mean that he is completely healed from his demons. I don't know his energy, but I do believe he was fighting a lot of demons while he was still with her. And this is why allegedly this relationship just couldn't work. At least not at that time. It could not work. Let me get the final messages about this relationship. Jeez, can I get my cards out the box? There we go. All right, give me the final messages, please, on the Weeknd and Bella. If there's any future energy, what does it look like? Final messages on Bella and the Weeknd. Why I was about to say Bella and future, and you know this is Scorpio energy, the Death card, and how about future is a Scorpio as well. So definitely there's a sign that I need to do a reading for him. If you guys would like to see a reading on the Weeknd, give me a thumbs up, comment down below what you would like me to talk about this funny rapper, because the future is funny to me. Didn't Future and the Weeknd do a song together, or I don't even know. Are they still friends, or are they just industry friends? I don't know. But Death card is the overall, so I do believe that this relationship is dead. I feel like this is something where both of them had to grow. I don't feel that there may even be there's not going to be a second chance. I doubt it. She does still check up on him from time to time because you have the Page of Swords here. She checks up on him. She still sees him as the page, She is still slowly trying to move on from this relationship. Even though she may allegedly be in a relationship with somebody else, I do believe that for her, she still looks back at what she used to have. Look at that. That's a Three of Pentacles there in the reverse. So with this energy here is somebody's feeling either preoccupied. Yeah, somebody's preoccupied right now with their ambitions. Somebody's focusing on their career and moving forward in their life, okay? And I do feel like that's the Weeknd. I do believe he went through a death in this relationship. One that he had to go on his own in order for him to become whole. Like I said before, I do believe that Bella still checks up on him on social media. She still sees him as a page. She feels like he is somebody that's immature. He may, if they keep in communication, or they did for a short period of time, he still was communicating on a level that she felt that was like, oh God, you just need to grow up. Or what was I thinking? Like, this is just crazy, you know? But I do feel that for her, with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, there could have been some outside influences on her end as well that may have caused this relationship not to work. Wow, that's the same energy that I got for Gigi and Zayn, where I felt a strong energy of a person. So I believe, like I said, some people have said that the Hadid's mother, Yolanda, is a Capricorn, and she's very controlling. Y'all, some of her ways may have affected this relationship as well, allegedly. You have the Four of Swords here in the reverse, okay? So this is somebody that's kind of like feeling renewed, that even though she went through a period where she was kind of like isolating herself, not really talking to anybody, eventually, slowly but surely, and it's still slow because we got the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles again on her side. Even though it's still slow, she's making progress and she's moving forward and she's choosing her. And I love that. Okay, this was hard to break away from because this is somebody that she saw as her Ten of Cups, I believe. Even if it didn't come up in the reading, I definitely feel like she saw him as her forever, her Ten of Pentacles. You have Seven of Pentacles here as well. So she could be focusing, could be working really hard at this time. But I'm telling you, y'all, I just got the energy again. She may suffer from like low self-esteem, or she suffered from issues from a mother or a father figure, allegedly, because you see the little boy over there with the hat, with the thing on his head. I think she's trying to break away from a lot of insecurities and issues that she had with her mother growing up. I'm telling you, a father, there is somebody there that had a lot of influence over her, and she's reevaluating how she is in relationships. Allegedly, I'm telling you, there's some strong energy there. The Weeknd may have gone through a tower moment. I'm telling you, he went through a tower moment allegedly after this relationship ended. Because there she is, the Queen of Swords, next to the tower card. Oh, baby, he went through some karma. If he hasn't gone through the karma, he's about to. Because, you know, karma doesn't have an expiration date. So the shit that he did to her, shut the front door. Guess what just came through? Oh, he got his karma back quick. The way he treated her, he got it back allegedly when he got with Selena. Selena broke his heart. Two of Swords. I'm telling y'all, please watch that other reading. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let me tell you, she broke his heart. Two of Swords here. Let me tell you, he had a decision to make. He didn't want to make that decision, and that tower came down. There may have been a point where he was trying to choose between her and Selena. Baby, something, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, he got his ASS disappointed. Okay, that's the world. Oh, baby, he experienced some karma. She may have been hurt and didn't realize it, but girl, he was going through it. Because let me tell you something. He tried to hold on to something that did not want to hold on to him at that time, allegedly. Okay, because that's that Four of Pentacles. And then he tried to hold on, and then he got hurt. Okay, he got hurt. There was something he tried to hold on to, whether that's earthly possessions or something. But he had a tower. And if that's not his tower now, this is definitely something that's happened in the past. Okay, so let's close it off with the final intuitive messages. Also, I am creating some oracle cards. They'll be ready soon. So I won't have these big bulky... So I I'm gonna have these big bulky index cards for the ones that I've created. So they'll be up for sale if any of you all are interested in ordering those in the future. Okay, give me the final messages to close off this reading for the weekend. Final messages for the weekend, and Bella, please. Just want to thank you all for the support. I see you all have been watching. I see that you all comment, that you all are sending in your requests. Trust me, they are not going unheard. I just have, oh my God, I'm so busy between doing readings, like personal readings, and getting my things together to sell as far as oracle cards. I've been very busy. I'm a one-woman show here. Okay, I work for myself. I work from home. So I do appreciate you all being patient with me. All right, these are the final messages. Let's see what we have. And if you're wondering, if a card falls, that it's meant for this reading. At least that's how I take it. I don't doubt it. It's meant for this reading. You are not your past. You hear that, Bella? Walk away. She's slowly learning herself. You know something that just came through? She may also be somebody that experienced a death. This could have been a twin flame relationship or karmic relationship where there needed to be some lessons. Somebody had a job that ended, or there's one that's about to end. Toxic family, shut the freak up. I'm telling you. Allegedly, Yolanda is the reason why Bella and Gigi date the certain people that they date, or there's a certain mindset or something. There's a lot of insecurities that's been passed on. But I'm telling you, Bella, just like Gigi, they're trying to get over that. She, like I told y'all, she's not over this man. It's just that it's baby steps. It's baby steps with Abel. And his real name, Abel. Somebody has the initial G. I admire you. He may have hated that this relationship ended, but he loves to see that, I guess, the changes she's made, or she's looking at him like this because, of course, energy is fluid. You have, we move too fast. This could have been their case. They moved too fast before his feelings could be processed. Because, again, he is an Aquarius. Aquarius like to be friends. Stereotypically. And a water sign moon, they got to process this whole thing as well. Their emotions and everything. So who knows? You have I want to feel you. Side hustle. Okay, somebody could be doing something different from what they're gifted with at the time. I can treat you better. Let them come to you. Okay. Contracts. Take a class or paperwork. Yeah, somebody could definitely be doing something or signing a contract that's going to help them in their career. Somebody could experience some type of identity theft. Somebody's prospering, okay? There's prosperity that could come after a job ending. You have emotional sex. Goodbye. I'm telling you all, this could be goodbye for good with these two. Who knows? You have that look in your eyes. What does self-love look like to you? Shut the freak up. I'm telling y'all. One or both of them have issues with low self-esteem. They've gotten themselves together, or they're slowly trying to get there. But somebody needs assistance. If you guys enjoyed this reading, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would love to hear you guys' requests for any celebrities that you would like for me to read for and why. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.